Okay, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to look at properties and editing them. So last we left off, we had a trace statement. This button was hit. And what we're going to do is we're going to alter this button so that anytime we click it, instead of saying this button was hit, something else will happen. Now that if I test my movie and I know that it works without errors, I can remove this trace statement and something else should happen. Okay, so I know it still works. Go back into my actions. Now I could just take this out, or I could just do // and that will comment it out, meaning that the computer won't actually run it as part of the code. Okay, to change a button's properties or any kind of movie clip properties, we first have to have a property to change. So some of the easy ones are making it move to the left, to the right, up, down, etc. So to do so, I first have to have something to move. The only thing on my stage is my button. So I'm going to call on my button, r_btn. I'll zoom in for you guys. And dot, because I'm linking it, .x. And I'm going to say make it go to the right. So plus equals, let's go 10 pixels, semicolon. So by saying plus equals, I'm saying add it to itself. So now if it's at, I don't know, 200, next time it gets clicked, it'll be at 210, then 220, then 230, then 240, and keep going on like so. So when I run my program, if I don't have any errors in my code, and I click on my button, it'll slowly shift to the right. Awesome. And if I keep going enough, it'll shift off the screen, and then I'll have no more program because there's nothing else to click. Not even a hand to see. Okay. So let's try something else. We can make it move to the right. Let's try to make it move down. _btn.y plus equals 10 as well. Now when it comes to Flash, the order is a little bit different because the point of origin is actually located right here. So while this is 0, 0, going to the right will be positive, going down will be positive, going left will be negative, going up will be negative. So by taking my y-axis and I'm adding it, I'm actually saying I'm going to go down. Let's add another one. Let's say that I want to change its scale, r_btn dot scale x, and let's go make it bigger. How about that? Times, let's not times, let's go plus. Plus equals 0.25 semicolon. So you notice that my properties changed to a blue text because that's a property that Flash recognizes as being inherent to Actionscript. It's part of the code, it's pre-assigned. So I can't come up with that code. What I can come up with are the operators, the numbers, the names, just like my function name. So when I zoom out here, so now I should be going down and I should be getting my X scale increased by 1/4 every time. There we go. So I'm moving both to the right and down, but because he's expanding, you can't really tell. It just keeps going and keeps going. Okay, let's try a few more real quick. r_btn.alpha minus equals 0.1. Alpha means the transparency, so how much you're able to see it. At 1, we'd have 100%. So if I went plus, it wouldn't change anything because it's already at full opacity. Its alpha is already set to 100. So by taking it down 1, or 10%, I'll have 10 clicks before it disappears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. Beautiful. I know my program works. Okay, and there are other properties like r_btn dot rotation plus equals Now there's 360 degrees, so I can choose any number from there. If I say 30 degrees, it'll go to the right. If I say negative equals 30 degrees, it'll go to the left. There we go. Awesome. If I change my point of origin, you'll notice that if I zoom in, there's a little plus here. That is my 0, 0. Depending on how you have your registration point when you create your symbol, depends on where that is. Now I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. I'll create just a standard movie clip. Let's make it a different color. Let's go green. Sure, why not? K to fill, green, there it is. Okay, select, right click, load, convert to symbol, and just to show you, I'm going to put it to a movie clip, but the registration point, you can see right now it's set to the center, but if I change it to the top left, then this top left becomes my 0, 0. So on the stage, this is the 0, 0. On your movie clips, your buttons, your instances, it all depends on how you select it. So I'll call this square, we'll say. Click OK. And you'll notice that it goes there. Now even though it's a movie clip, I still have to give it an instance name. So I'll call this square underscore MC to denote that it's in fact a movie clip. So when I go back into my actions, you'll see that my actions panel is actually grayed out. That's because I'm inside my button right here. So if I click on scene 1, I now have my actions back. But oops, I forgot to make this guy out of my button. So I'll go back into my button, I'll delete him. Now he's back to being normal. Go back to scene 1. I'll have to drag out another instance of square, and because this is a fresh instance of square, I now have to name him. So go to properties, make sure he's selected in blue, and I'll call this square underscore MC before I forget. So now anytime I click it, let's say that square underscore MC dot rotation will go minus equals 30 degrees. Sure, why not? So assuming I have no spelling mistakes, every time I click my button, it'll move to the left. But notice its anchor point, my button works. Awesome. As long as I keep finding my button, I can still make my movie clip move. And that is changing properties. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit. We'll pick up in the next lesson.